I'm Jason Epperson, this is RV Miles, and welcome to another RV and camping news roundup, where we bring you the latest stories about RVing, camping, and road trip travel. From national parks to fuel prices, we've got you covered. This week, President Biden has designated 2 new national monuments. Michigan campers are looking for a fire-free camping experience. Ford is teasing a new electric truck. KOA has revamped their rewards program, and a new piece of legislation could be a boon for national parks. And stay tuned to the end for this fall's solar eclipse information and the total eclipse that's set to take place a year from now. But first, we begin at the White House, where President Biden has created 2 new national monuments. Aviquame, located in southern Nevada, encompasses over 500,000 acres and is home to one of the world's largest Joshua tree forests. This sacred land holds cultural significance for nearly a dozen tribal nations, including the Mojave, the Chemehuevi, and Southern Paiute people. Kastner Range, located outside of El Paso, Texas, covers over 6,600 acres of high desert mountains and is a biodiverse habitat for a variety of desert species, including the American peregrine falcon and western burrowing owl. Meanwhile, in the United States Senate, Senators Joe Manchin and John Barrasso have introduced the America's Outdoor Recreation Act of 2023, a bipartisan legislation that aims to increase and improve outdoor recreation opportunities across the country while driving economic growth in rural communities. The bill directs the Department of the Interior and the Forest Service to establish a pilot program for public-private partnership agreements to modernize campgrounds on federal land and requires land managers to consider improving recreation when developing and revising land management plans. The bill also sets out to solve the problem of permits for commercial filming in national parks that we've talked about so much on this channel, and I think what it does in the text does a good job of it. There are a lot of components to this legislation, and I'll have a full video out in a couple days dealing with the various sections and how they might affect national parks and you. On that note, I do want to take a moment to thank you for being here and supporting what we do. Over the last couple of weeks, we've been experimenting with not doing these roundups at all and just posting every story individually. The problem with that is that it goes entirely against what I believe that the news should offer you: discovery of new information. So much of our lives now are based on clicking on the article that we want to read or the video we want to watch, tailoring the algorithms to reaffirm and narrow our opinions without challenging us to expand them. I've always liked TV news for this reason, and it's probably why I do my own little version of it now. I've been a niche industry journalist for a decade now, and we started putting together these video news roundups when the pandemic hit. So many states were enacting different rules about campgrounds and travel, and we thought it would be a good idea to help share the rapidly changing options for people like us who are out on the road. Of course, shortly thereafter, the RV and camping industries exploded in popularity, and we've been trying to bring you these news roundups nearly every single week since. The challenge that we have is making sure that people see the stories that they might otherwise miss. We can only put so much information in the thumbnail and title of the video. So the biggest story that week might be about some new pickup truck, and if you don't care about trucks, you might not click on it. And the YouTube algorithm doesn't really favor a broad range of topics anyway. They want specificity. So, viewer, we are going to stick with the weekly news roundups, and we hope you'll like and subscribe and watch them each week and share the stories that you find important with Facebook groups, friends, anyone you think might be interested. If you click the share button on YouTube, you can even share the video starting at a certain timestamp if you want them to know about a specific story. We're also going to share more individual videos going more into depth about some of the biggest stories going forward. So we're going to try to get a little bit of both out there. Again, I want to thank you for being here. Thank you to the Mile Marker members for your incredible support, and a big thank you to our sponsors for helping us make these happen. This week's episode is sponsored by RVmattress.com by Brooklyn Bedding. Abby, the kids, and I have been using their mattresses in our last 2 RVs, and we couldn't be happier. We're sleeping better. We were able to customize them to fit our exact needs. Our kids' odd-sized bunks in the new trailer, not a problem. RVmattress.com offers a 120-night sleep trial along with a 10-year warranty. Plus, their products are toxin-free, made in the USA, and incredibly simple to set up. We've had them shipped to campgrounds, and you just unroll them and let them expand. RVmattress.com offers free shipping and has increased our discount to the RV Miles community up to 25% when you visit RVmattress.com/RVMiles and use that promo code RVMiles. That's RVmattress.com/RVMiles with the promo code RVMiles for 25% off. The Michigan Department of Natural Resources is exploring the possibility of offering Campfire free camping options after receiving requests from some campers who want to avoid campfire smoke during their stays at Michigan parks. According to the DNR, these requests are largely due to health reasons, and the Parks and Recreation Division is investigating what might make sense and what other states have done. While a lively discussion on the topic took place last month when Holland State Park posted about the consideration on Facebook, park officials have noted that they do not wish to remove campfire rings or ban campfires, as they're considered essential to the camping experience for a majority of their patrons. However, they are discussing the idea of smoke-free or smokeless camping opportunities in a continuing effort to increase accessibility to a greater number of citizens. We haven't checked in on fuel prices in a while here. Spring has brought a surge in gas demand as warmer weather and longer days return, according to AAA. However, global oil prices have plummeted nearly $70 a barrel now, and that's mitigating the rise in fuel prices. The national average for a gallon of regular gasoline has drifted lower since last week by 3 cents, hitting $3.43. Diesel is at $4.26, down about 5 cents. The recent decrease in oil prices has pushed prices down despite increasing demand amid tighter supply. WTI crude prices rose after the Energy Information Administration reported a reduction in gasoline stocks, signaling that demand may be more robust than anticipated this year. Both gasoline and diesel are down about 80 cents from a year ago. Ford is teasing a new electric truck to be built at its Tennessee Blue Oval City manufacturing plant, saying that it will be able to produce 500,000 electric pickups per year when it comes online in 2025. The next generation truck, codenamed Project T3, will not be another F-150 Lightning, according to CEO Jim Farley. Instead, it will be a new platform designed to be highly adaptable for the future. The $5.6 billion project, located 50 miles northeast of Memphis, will also include a battery plant and supplier park, creating around 6,000 new jobs. KOA, the largest chain of campgrounds in North America, has announced a major revamp of their long-standing loyalty program, KOA Rewards. They've simplified point earning and redemption, which they say will make it easier for campers to plan their stays, track earnings, and apply loyalty benefits during the online check-in process. There'll be no more redeeming points in person when you arrive at the campground. You can now just use your points for discounts when you book stays through KOA.com and on the KOA app, and you get bonus points for booking on the app. But there are only now 2 tiers of reward members, the base tier and the VIP tier. You still have to get 20,000 points to be in the VIP tier, but the 6,500 point bonus tier, the mid tier, is gone. So only those power users are really getting that additional bonus. The annual fee remains $36 a year, with VIP members getting free years. Base account holders get 10% off at any one of the 500 plus KOA locations in the US and Canada, and that's the main reason for being a member. Points for dollars off are available as well, and a free night of camping during the annual KOA Rewards weekend, and some offers and discounts from KOA corporate partners. VIP account holders earn more points per night booked and get a bring a friend discount, and they don't have to pay the $10 cancellation fee. Now, I get a lot of folks new to KOA campgrounds wondering about membership, and if you can camp without one, absolutely. This is just a rewards program like Amazon Prime or Walmart Plus. It's basically worth it to anyone who's staying at a KOA long enough to make that 10% off worthwhile. And there's no use buying a membership in anticipation of using it in advance. Just buy it when you book your first KOA stay. Are you a KOA camper? There are lots of opinions on KOA campgrounds, and I'd love to know yours in the comments. And what are your thoughts on these changes? Rough weather in Utah has caused rock falls that have damaged the roads in Zion National Park, with crews working to clear the debris and repair the damage. The Zion Canyon Scenic Drive and Kolob Canyons Road have experienced several similar but smaller events over the course of this past winter, according to a park release. The road damage may affect visits to Zion, with a single lane open near the work area in the main canyon and the Zion Canyon shuttle system still operating. The park's engineers and maintenance staff are assessing options for reopening the closed Kolob Canyons Road, which sustained more significant damage. High water levels due to the heavy precipitation over the winter have also caused the popular Narrows hike through the Virgin River to close until the volume of water is below 150 cubic feet per second for 24 hours. That could be the entirety of the spring or even beyond. Visitors can find the latest information on the park's website. Finally, on October 14th, 2023, an annual solar eclipse will be visible in parts of the Americas, and some of the best places to view it will be in the scenic U.S. Southwest, including many national parks, beginning in Oregon at 9:13 a.m. Pacific time and ending in Texas at 12:03 p.m. Central Time. The path of this solar eclipse will cross over a dozen U.S. national parks, national monuments, and other beautiful spots, including Oregon's Crater Lake, Utah's Bryce Canyon, and Arizona's Monument Valley. This event is the first annual solar eclipse to be visible in the U.S. since 2012, and it's a great excuse to travel to the Southwest, especially because many of the best viewing locations are also international dark sky parks. And you might want to mark your calendars now for the total eclipse that will take place on April 8th of next year. Many campgrounds are already preparing to be sold out. If it's anything like the last total eclipse that hit the U.S. in 2017, it will be a big sellout at a lot of campgrounds. The 2024 Path of Totality will extend from Texas to Maine, and another one won't be seen from the mainland U.S. for 20 more years. That's it for this week's RV and Camping News Roundup. Hit the like button and let us know in the comments what your thoughts are on any of this week's stories, and we'll see you next time.